Why people date your exes, no matter how bad they are. My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your number one relationship therapist in Africa. On this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys why people date your exes, no matter how bad you say they are, no matter what they do to you, no matter how they treat you. Sometimes you're wondering, how come a woman is dating this beast? How come a man is dating this bitch? You're wondering, how come this girl cheated on me and she still found a guy that is loving her like this? How come this guy treated me so wrong and a woman is still worshiping him like this? I know many of you have those questions at the back of your mind, and I'm going to answer that question today. The reason why people still date your exes is because people grow. Your exes have grown. Your exes are no more the same people that you met them. Now let me tell you something you don't understand. In my dialect, there's something they used to say. When people get in a relationship with you, some use you to grow, some outgrow you, some grow with you. Now there is something you need to understand. We are all born with different destinations and different journey. It is not everybody that come along our way that is going to get to the destination that we are going to. Some people are going to meet us in this destination to lead us, to distract us, to stop us, to teach us. But not everybody is going to get to that destination with us. Now, the earlier you begin to understand that relationship is a lesson, relationship is a school that you get to learn, unlearn, and relearn, the better for you. The problem is that a lot of young people feel that every relationship I get into, I must marry the person. Every relationship you get into, the man is your husband or the woman is your wife. That's why when you get into relationship, you do not pick out lessons when you leave. The reason why many of you are still very hot and broken with your exes is because you did not learn anything from the relationship. When you pay attention, you will understand that that's your ex that left you, taught you something that you did not know. You will go back and tell them thank you. Yes, of course. Exes are one of the people who molded you to the woman or to the man that you are today. Your exes are the people who give you what is called experience. They made you grow up. Exactly. So when you have this understanding, you will never be bitter. There were some things you learned from your exes. There were some things you adjusted when you left your exes. There were some things you added to your life when you left your exes. There were some things you also left when you left your exes. Now, when you have this understanding, you will understand that for every relationship I get into is a journey, is a learning process for me. You pick the lessons and throw the cabbage away. That is the reason why a lot of people still date your exes, because we grow every day. That person that you think is a bad person, the person might have outgrown that bad habit or that bad attitude by the time they meet the next person, because you pinpointed that bad attitude in the relationship, and when you left the person adjusted for the next person. That's why a lot of people still date your ex. Have this understanding. You learn, because when you don't learn, you lose. Most of you have lost in your previous relationship and marriages because you did not learn anything. That's why it's always looking like you still have grudges, you're still upset, you still want to revenge. It's because you did not pick any lesson, you did not imbibe anything from the previous relationship that you were in. But when you pick out lesson, you will see that you become a better person. Why do people come to date you even when you have dated somebody and when you have married somebody? It's because you picked lessons and you grew, you adjusted. You are no longer that person that you used to be. That is the point. So when people see you and say, oh, that's my ex, it was a woman or a man that they used to know. They no longer know you at this point because you picked out the lesson from the relationship and you grew. So I want to use this video to tell you, if you've dated somebody, let the person go. Think about the relationship. Pick out the lessons. Every relationship have a lesson. There is no relationship that is a waste or a mistake. Go back to the drawing board. There is sure something you were not doing right in the relationship that you need to adjust to. Yes, many of you have not been able to find a better relationship because you did not grow. You are always that person that will say, I was right in my relationship. I was a good woman. I was a perfect woman. I was a perfect man. Nothing like a perfect woman or a perfect man. We grow every day, and for every relationship we get into, let us pick out the lesson. Let us understand that thing that person was complaining about, that thing that we refuse to change in the relationship. Go back and look into it, then adjust it, become a better person. It is that betterment, it is that growth that is going to attract the next person that will want to date you or will want to marry you. And when your exes see people date you and marry you, they will be shocked. The shock simply means you grew up. You are no longer that person that they dated. You have grown into a woman and you have grown into a man. And growth simply comes with the lessons that we learned from our previous mistake. I love you guys.
Don't flirt with him.
I'm not going to...
hell.